Hello everybody, sanibonani. Welcome to my channel. Igama lami nguNtando Mdletshe, and on this channel siyazifunde iy'ncwadi ebhalwe ngolimi lwethu lwesiZulu bese siza la sizokhuluma ngazo le y'ndaba esuke siy'fundile siy'xoxela laba phela abangenaso isikhathi sokuthi bay'funde iy'ncwadi nalaba futhi abasuke benqena nje ukufunda. Siyaphinda futhi sibuka ama-reality shows ethu ala eMzansi bese siza la sizokhuluma ngawo lama shows, senze ama-reviews ama-recaps, siphinde futhi sikhulume nga-any other issues avukayo uma ngabe sesiwabukele lama shows kwi-TV. Uma ngabe uyaqala ukusijoyina namhlanje and it's your first time ukuthi usibone and you like our content, please don't forget to press the subscribe button la ngezansi. Uma ngabe ibhathini elibomvu lisho ukuthi awukazi usubscribe, bese uyaphinda futhi upress i-notification bell eduze kuka-subscribe ukuze phela uthole umyalezo uma ngabe umsebenzi omusha sesiwufakela. Namhlanje ngifuna sikhulume nge-cast member yaku-Mnakwethu Happily Ever After Season 2. She was also on Mnakwethu first season, which was like the first episode that we ever saw on Mnakwethu. And she moved over to Mnakwethu Happily Ever After Season 1. Now she's on Mnakwethu Happily Ever After Season 2. That is uSithobo Mchunu. uSithobo Mchunu. uSithobo Mchunu is supposed to be unkosikazi kaQondanisa. Kuye kube nzima-ke la ukwazi ngempela ukuthi ubani onkosikazi, ubani oyingoduso, ubani oyintombi. Siye sithi abantu amakhosikazi siyathola ukuthi kade akalotsholwe, and then siyathola omunye ulotsholwe akaqediwe, sisanda kuthola naye ukuthi khona okuthile okungenziwanga. So engazi ukuthi akakaze azame esigcawini, akakazi ukuthi I do. So yeah, so angazi kahle ukuthi yini eyashodayo, but ya-ke sizothi for the purpose of this video unkosikazi kaQondanisa wokuqala uMamchunu. So what inspired this video was a comment from uJoyce Nonhlanhla Vilakazi, umama wasemzini. Abantu bakaVilakazi abakagwala. Abantu bakaVilakazi abakagwala, so abantu basemzini kumina abantu bakaVilakazi. On the video that I did a review of Ilokhuzana, episode was it episode 10, let me see, no, episode 11. It was episode 11 that I was reviewing, and she made a comment about Mamchunu. I want to read her comment bese ke ngikhuluma about my thoughts after ngifunde le comment lena. Uthi ngikuzwa kahle Ntando, umuthi siyayibukela inonsense. Ngisasho namanje ukuthi uMamchunu udeep. People may miss that because she comes across as level-headed and good-natured person who's well put together. I swear deep down her heart she wishes her husband drops the other woman. The woman is a strategist. Remember her first encounter with Samantha first season? She was explosive, and then she suddenly became calm and a bigger person. Jani, she's just too good to be true. I have a hunch that behind the scenes she's playing everyone in that triad Diabo. I believe she was revealing her authentic self the time she talked about her plans to build a home for herself and her kids and wanting to make sure that such a home doesn't become a shared asset. Kulesithembu kulokho ngizwelana naye 100%, but she's not an angel that some viewers may think she is. There is no Mother Teresa esithenjini bakithi unless uthakathiwe. Unless uthakathiwe. Listen, I've had a struggle honestly to know ukuthi when it comes to Togo, which is genuine. Now I remember that first episode. It was one of the most explosive episodes because she just wasn't having it. And it almost seemed like maybe some introduced to Samantha, she becikekile ngempela, but she talked herself into calming down because at the end, yes, she agreed to Isthembu, which we didn't understand because we got really upset because they're asking her ngendaba kaMavilakazi, but then she ended up saying, Mavilakazi nayibona sengibheda. Usamantha. And then all of a sudden she was like, okay, no, she agrees to Ilokhuzana Isthembu. So throughout this season, I really have struggled to know what if friendship Beno Samantha is it genuine na. Listen, I always feel like Samantha on her side, yeah, she's that type of a person. She feels something, she says it. You know, one viewer was saying to me, and was saying kuma comments, I uSamantha naye slim. She just, why would she just say indaba yokuthi ingane akuyona ekaqondanisa? I think she's just that person who she just tells the truth even when she's not supposed to tell the truth. So I do believe from her side the friendship is genuine, because I remember even when they did a baby shower for her, Ulona uSamantha, she said ukuthi mina surprised ukuthi uMamChunu ungenzele lokhu. It's really nice, but mina I wouldn't do it. You know, and someone else would have said ukuthi ngoba sebemenzele i-baby shower, would have nami I would do it for her. But she was like, I wouldn't do it, but I'm happy ukuthi she did it for me. So I think on the side Samantha, really, she doesn't do anything that she doesn't want to do. If anything ayifuna ayenzi. But on the side kaMamChunu, honestly, I struggle nami to know what is genuine, what is not. And it's hard because it's like anginayo evidence ukuthi she's not being genuine. But kunezinto ey'thile oy'bonayo as we move along ukuthi is this woman really real, or it's her strategy ukuthi abe nice to uSamantha, kube ngazi ukuthi uyama-accepta, and indlela le azomkhipha ngayo la kuqondanisa, because honestly this season she has seemed like she really wants us to think ukuthi she likes uSamantha. One of the things really that confused me about uMamChunu was that when she found out ukuthi ulokhuzana ukaMazibuko kaMbusamantha has ukhulelwe ingane that might possibly not be her husband's child, that she acted like nothing happened. She acted like nothing happened. She acted like she doesn't care about it. And that really confused me. But the next thing that we knew was uqondanisa questioning the paternity of the child, which we didn't know. How did uqondanisa all of a sudden move from uSamantha just being pregnant and her being happy ukuthi uSamantha is pregnant and questioning the paternity of a child? I felt at that point ukuthi uSithobo had whispered emadlebeni kaqondanisa ukuthi listen, le ngane might not be yours, but whatever you do, do not show Samantha ukuthi I gave you this information. And uqondanisa had to pretend as if lento yokuthi uquestionisha i-paternity yomntwana is because of i-relationship that uSamantha had with uDiaz, which I really suspect ukuthi umhlebelile lapha, because there is no way, if I'm married to somebody and then they have a number two and then number two is pregnant, I'm definitely sharing that information. Is pregnant and the baby is not his, I'm definitely sharing that information with my husband. So for her to want it to seem like she didn't share that information with uqondanisa, but at the same time remain friends with ulokhuzana, with uSamantha, it could basically be a strategy on her side. She also wakha indlu laphayana ekhaya, like the viewer mentioned, ukuthi wakha indlu ekhaya, which she has said very clearly ukuthi when the house is done, she's not moving in there with uqondanisa, and she's not building a house for yena noqondanisa, she's building a house for herself. And at the same time, it's almost like i-relationship yakhe noqondanisa uyithatha njenge-relationship engeke iziye phambili, kodwa at the same time akamshiyi, akamali uqondanisa. Ngathi kunalento ayilindile ukuthi yenzeke before she considers ukuthi amove forward with lokhuzana uqondanisa. Honestly, I think ukuthi mhlambe une-strategy esithile aphezu kwaso sokuthi amkhiphe uSamantha without uSamantha knowing ukuthi ukhishwe uyena ulokhuzana uMamChunu. And then mhlawumbe uma sekwenzekile lokho, then she will be able to really move on with uqondanisa. Look at the baby shower for an example, guys. Who does the baby shower for Mnakwethu? Who prepares the baby shower for Mnakwethu? Fine, it's a beautiful day, and we're thinking, okay, maybe she is really being genuine. And then just out of the blue, guys, out of the blue, Diaz just shows up. Not only Diaz that he showed up, but the other guy that nobody knew about, who is supposed to be Ubaba Wenganega Samantha, shows up. Who called them? Because my understanding was that bebe somewhere, bebe ngekho kubo kaSamantha, or mhlawumbe that was a misunderstanding of my side. The bebe ngekho endlini kaSamantha. So who called Diaz benolona? Benendoda leyana who is a cousin to Diaz. Ubani obafonelile ukuthi bafike? And she didn't seem surprised by that mangabe belokhuzana befika. And the expression yakhe ebusweni uma ngabe sekuxatshwanwa was almost like she was enjoying seeing that. even in the last season ngekathi uDiaz ngekathi ulokhuzana uqondanisa esebuza eselwa noSamantha ngendaba ka-number 3 nangendaba yengane esho uSamantha ukuthi ingane angiyazi ukuthi ekabani. Indlela ahleke ngayo it's almost like ubekade ezibambile ukuhleka and then kwaphunyuka and she just had to laugh. It's almost like someone ohleka ukuthi yane izinto manje sezihamba ngendlela le ebengifuna ukuthi it's like she's saying yeah finally kuhamba ngendlela le ebengivele ngiyifuna. I don't know, guys. I think honestly, if she's working on a strategy, so Sakipu Samantha, honestly, we should elect this woman for leadership because because honestly, I think that it's gonna be difficult for them to know what she was working on this plan. I think what the viewer is saying here to say what she hasn't really accepted in the way Kondanesa has other women, but she's working on a strategy. So what's keep these women. I think I'm like ngiya kwiside lokuthi ngivumelane nalokho ukuthi engazi ukuthi she is working on something in terms of like getting rid of uSamantha and getting rid of number 3, but she's gonna do it in such a way that uSamantha is going to think ukuthi they are friends. So when something happens between yena noQondanisa, she's not going to think ukuthi uMamchunu is behind that. Kodwa-ke mhlampe-ke i-strategy sakhe is not really working because we did a video where we were talking about the fact that uqondanisa benayo uSamantha after ingane izelwe they got back together. So maybe strategy sakhe it's not going that well because nabo babuyelene after ingane isilokhuzane isizaliwe. I just don't understand indaba yokuthi uMamchunu being as intelligent as she is. I guess when you are in love, you know, wenza izinto ezihambisana being as intelligent as it is, because uqondanisa guys, especially the last 2 episodes, akahlakaniphanga lowa bhuti lowana. Akahlakaniphanga, and he can't even hold a conversation intelligent. When he was trying to talk to them about getting on number 3, when he was trying to talk to Samantha about the paternity of a child, when he was trying to talk to uDiaz, trying to find out ukuthi kwenzekani phakathi kwakhe, ngathi ukhuluma nomntwana, ngathi ukhuluma nomuntu ona-15. He's not very intelligent, and I don't know how Mamchunu ended up with that guy, but nanokuthi nje why does she still want to stay in this relationship and be working so hard to get rid of Samantha somehow, because it looks like a conspiracy, but is it a conspiracy when you're working on it alone? And there's no partners. It looks like she is working on something. Honestly, I'm watching Mamchunu very closely, but I do feel like she might not be genuine in this friendship with uKaMazibuko, but ke sizobona ukuthi kwenzekani ngabo. I feel ukuthi there is a possibility that we might get them next season because they're probably gonna want to follow a journey after Samantha gives birth to a child ukuthi kwenzekani with their relationship. They'll probably bring them back so that we know we get to see what's in number 3 law or introduce how does she come in, do they accept her or do they not accept her. So hey, yeah, I wonder what's in Mamchunu get that one noma ngabe sefikile uzomhengilisha kanjani. Honestly, Mina, I don't even think these women should even attempt to be spending time together because none of them are married to Kondanisa and they don't live in the same house or even in the same place. Like, I would just not bother if I was one of them. But yeah, anyway, guys, tell me what you think about Mamchunu. Do you think she's genuine in the friendship that she's building with Samantha, or do you think uPhezulu as something? Khona into aphezu kwayo ukuthi amkhiphe la kuqondanisa. Guys, please like the video before niphume kuyona, and don't forget to share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Ngithanda kakhulu.